thing about Kent is it's a strange place. Not strange in a bad way, but strange as in unexpectedly different. When we began walking the streets of Kent back in 2011, you could just sense this energy that was coming from the streets themselves. And the city was planning this $120 million facelift that was really amazing because the whole country was in such an economic downturn. And it wasn't just that, it was that for the first time in a long time, the city and the campus of Kent State University were beginning to come together, and this is how some of these projects were happening. And there was this healing taking place. In fact, it was being symbolized through a project called the Esplanade, which is a quarter-mile walkway that connects the edge of the university to the middle of downtown Kent. This is so amazing that the whole country even took notice when the New York Times wrote an article, a feature article that talked about the reunion of Kent and Kent State University after all these years. The fact is, downtown Kent had become the place to be in Northeast Ohio. But there was something else that began to draw our hearts to Kent. And it was a couple of things, actually. One was that Lifeway research was showing that 70% of Protestant students that went to a secular university no longer had an active faith in God at the end of 4 years. And the other thing we found out was that not everybody in Kent eats every day. In fact, the poverty level was over 17%, which is high for the state of Ohio. So without a building, without a congregation, or really any funds, a group of people just decided to do whatever they could do. And it started by going to Kent Social Services and preparing and serving meals once a month there, just trying to touch the community by meeting needs. And then we began prayer walks, circling the city, circling the campus in prayer once a week. Because we realized that if we were going to do what God was calling us to do, we were not going to be able to do it in ourselves. But we definitely needed His help. Then God sent us students from Malone University House of Prayer, and they assisted and trained the Kent State students in worship and intercession. Leaders began to emerge. And then we were able to start prayer meetings throughout the week and worship services on the weekend at our new location on North Water Street in downtown Kent. It's our desire to be the light in Kent, Ohio. Light is invasive. Light changes the atmosphere. Light warms. Light invades the darkness.